action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We'll take a look at the 76ers. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Boston Celtics, 2.5 games back.
And, you know, for Boston, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Well, with each loss, you can feel the frustration building. It's early, but their struggles are definitely concerning.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown, and it's Minot in at the 4. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Oubre, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Minot. The Celtics working the ball around now, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Maxey. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Embiid kicks to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Embiid, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. And it's Brown that time on the assist by White.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
Maxey against Pritchard. He lobs it up. And the 76ers get it back.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Now, here's Brown, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Pulls up. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And Keita gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Watford. Oubre on the wing. Now Edgecombe. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a savvy move there by Brown to draw the contact.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high-percentage looks.
Now here's Embiid. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Well, if you're talking about one of the best in the mid-range area of the floor, Embiid has to be in that discussion for centers.
Here's Minot. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. White, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. All right, a chance to check out stats for Derek White.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now, here's Maxey. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. Here's Embiid. Outside, Maxey. The shot. Einad pulls it in. Celtics leading by 6. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Watford. And slam dunk by Watford.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard sets a screen for Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got 8. The 76ers trail by 8. Maxey with it. Up top, Embiid. A steal. Here's Case.
Oh, man!
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Bounce pass, Maxey. Three-pointer by Embiid. And Boston with the rebound, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted. I think that was a harsh reminder of it. Hard-fought battle all the way.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Now here's Embiid. It's blocked, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Jabari Walker's checked in for Trendon Watford. Edwards comes in for Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. Now here's Brown. 10 points for him. Pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 2. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Grimes. Now here's Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. A nice shot by McCain.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there with McCain on that quick release. No way the defense could get there in time.
There's Brown with the 3, and it's Grimes with the rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
McCain against White. Pass to Embiid. From deep three-point land. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And Embiid getting in on the three-point party.
White looking around. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 7. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
McCain against White. White a screen on Embiid. Brown the pass to Keita, and he jams it with authority.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now McCain. Got it off in time. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Tillman in at the center, filling out the middle.
That is just next level speed on that drive from Maxey.
Celtics leading by 7. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help, more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Here's Bona. Maxey sets a screen for McCain. Hits the three-point bomb. McCain's got 6.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And here's Boucher. No scoring in this one. Boucher with a screen on Maxey. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Maxey on the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
Now, here's Simon. 17 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Here's Maxey. Trailing by 2. Pass to McCain. They set the pick. For the 3, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Get up and start moving with your next
The 76ers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Minod's checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Sam Hauser. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Maxey. Another shot. Tillman grabs the miss.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Why not? And Simon's wide open. He'll fire. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, unlimited range and a pure stroke right there by Simons.
Maxey against Brown. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
They get it back. Pritchard from outside. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Grimes. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I tried hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pritchard with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. Snatched up. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. The Celtics second.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
Maxey with it. He's covered by Pritchard. Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, he had the speed on the runway, and he took off for that dunk.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Great D that time from Oubre. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Maxey, no good. For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Embiid, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Fades. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
To the wing right side. Here's Queta, guarded by Embiid. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Minot can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Fader on the way. Rebounded by the Celtics. Minot's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown outside. Boston again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
To the wing on the left. Embiid with it. He's got 12. It's Grimes on the wing. Trying to get something going. Embiid, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's Minot, covered by Watford. Simons surveying the D. Off target with his 3. 76ers trailing. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. And a change for the Celtics. White's checked in. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Brown. Averaging about 27 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
You want to be a successful team in this league, you need to find someone that you can feed the ball to and count on to score.
Here's Watford. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. McCain against Pritchard. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. McCain's got 11 here in this quarter alone. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now here's White. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And we also need to mention his defense. He had a couple of big-time blocks.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one drops for him. Brown's got 14.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Oubre outside. Takes a 3. Gets a hand on it, and Embiid is right there. 14 points for him.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Joel, the reserves have been awesome so far. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
Helps to have backup. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win a lion's share of these matchups.
Well, we'll see if they can go on a run, and you're talking Lions. I'm saying they have the horses to do it. And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
Making it rain, and their opponent brought no umbrellas. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Philadelphia's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Watford out there with Embiid, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Brown after the miss from Joel Embiid. Minot, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Maxey against Pritchard. Oubre bounce pass. Here's Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, and you talk about presence in this league. That's something Joel Embiid certainly has. As soon as he steps on the court, you have to adjust everything you're doing to account for him.
And Embiid drops them both. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Now, Watford. After the missed 3 from Derek White. White with the double team. Watford finds Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Drink, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Well, his job there was to get them the lead, and he did that.
Pass to Pritchard. From downtown, Oubre pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here's Embiid. Maxey in the corner. Now Edgecombe. Connects from three-point range. Edgecombe's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Minot. He's covered by Maxey. Now Brown. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Oubre, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Maxey. And Boston with the rebound. Minot's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They kick out to Brown. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Maxey against Pritchard. Inside, Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Celtics trail by 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. That ties the game. White's got his second basket of the night.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kata's got 6 rebounds in the game. Celtics passing it around, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Here's Edgecombe. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. White, left side. Pass to Brown. Here's Queta, covered by Oubre. And Queta gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Brown. 17 points in the game. Outside, White. Here's Minot. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out left to the wing. Here's Bona. Nothing on the board. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. White with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Minot can't get it to go.
Chalk one up for the defense. They forced a difficult shot.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back over to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots, that's a big part of his game.
Now, Maxey. He's got 8. Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Oubre inside. He's covered by Pritchard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Walker's checked in for Trendon Watford. Edwards comes in for Kelly Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Tillman, he's checked in for Boston. Sam Hauser comes in for Brown. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Third spot, the Celtics.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Here's Pritchard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pass to Hauser. There's the 3. Tillman. Rebound by the 76ers.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And we're going courtside for a report on Joel Embiid. Allie, what's the status?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the 76ers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's one of those cases where when your team really needs you, this is the kind of injury that sometimes takes a back seat. He's going to give it a go.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Well, it's the reality of our game. Let's hope he's back on the court soon. That is a tough loss.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the three-pointer by Derek White. Here's McCain. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jacks up a 3. Walker with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
White against McCain. Shoots over White. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 16.
Yeah, McCain is showing you that he is finding ways to be more and more productive every night.
Pritchard with the screen on Walker. White with another miss. McCain against Pritchard. McCain with the ball. For the lead. Drills the three-pointer. McCain's got 5 points in the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers ahead, leading by just 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Boston trailing. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Chris Boucher and Fernie Simons out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at the 5. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
McCain with the ball. Hauser defending. Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Shoots the 3. McCain's shot is off. And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Maxey against Brown. Boucher with a screen on Maxey. Takes a step back. Shoots. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers leading. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And here are the 76ers now, following the bucket by the Celtics. It's McCain on the wing. He's covered by Brown. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Simons finds Brown. Now Hauser. Three-pointer, Simons. Adds Bona with the rebound. Bona's got his 4th rebound in this one. Maxey attacking. Edwards with the screen for Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Brown against McCain. Brown kicks to Simons. McCain against Brown. Back to Simons. A three-pointer off the mark.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's McCain. Maxey in the corner. Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And that's just another component of Maxey's game, spacing the floor.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jabari Walker comes in for Edwards. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Allie, thank you so much. Pritchard with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Bounce pass Pritchard. Brown wide open. He fires. And they'll get another chance. Right the pass to Brown. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
Philadelphia's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Now, here's Brown. He's guarded by Grimes. Brown outside. White finds Brown. Here's Minot. Shot clock at 5. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And he can't make it 3 for 3.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Over Pritchard. Maxey, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's McCain. Pass to Grimes. And taken away by Brown. Pritchard with the ball. Maxey covering. And it's White missing. The 76ers trail by 3. Now McCain to the paint. Down low, 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. A rebound by the Celtics. Kata's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. On the wing, Brown. He's guarded by Grimes. Swiped away. Here's Maxey. Oh, softly lays it in.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Maxey. He really has a sense for the moment.
Here's Kata, guarded by Embiid. Now White. Embiid with the rebound.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Walker is screen on Pritchard. Here's Embiid. The 3, good for Embiid.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Maxey against Pritchard. On the wing, Brown. Does not go in. The 76ers leading. Walker is screen on Pritchard. The 3 goes down.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And the 76ers with some changes. Trendon Watford's checked in for Walker. Kelly Oubre comes in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. Outside, Maxey. Outside, Embiid. Jumper is off.
Boston's getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Philadelphia's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
Down it goes for 3.
Embracing the role of a facilitator. That's really good stuff there by Maxey.
And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Against Oubre. Oubre with the steal, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Knocks down the 3.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Joel, we all know that you're tough inside, but the long-range game was working for you tonight. What were you seeing?
I just shot the ball pretty well, and they left me open, and I made some threes, and they keep leaving me open. I'm gonna keep shooting.
That's right. It's a tempting thing out there. You got to keep shooting them to make them, though. Thanks so much, Joel.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's gonna do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.